Hi everyone, it's so good to see you. My name is Dottie and I am with Ada Community Libraries, and you have just tuned in to Doodling with Dottie. Today I have a special guest. Actually, I have a few special guests, and my special guest is Monkey. Monkey has come to join us, and we're gonna have so much fun today, Monkey, aren't we? He is so excited. Now, first of all, when we're drawing, we want to know about the lines that we're using. We want to know whether they start at the top, like Monkey's head, this is the top. This is Monkey's middle, and this is the bottom. So we'll go top, middle, bottom. Let's have him do it. You ready, Monkey? Okay, so Monkey, top. Top. Middle. Middle. Bottom. Oh, I'm having, can't touch my, bottom. Top, middle, bottom. Top, middle, bottom. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Now, Monkey, are you ready to help present our lines? I want to hold it. Okay, so I need you to find Hattie horizontal line. Is this it? Yes! You found Hattie horizontal line. And Hattie horizontal goes from side to side. Side to side. Good job, Monkey. Now I need you to find, you ready for this? Now would you hold that one? I need you to find Valmiki vertical line. This one. Valmiki is another line, and Valmiki is vertical, and he goes from top to bottom, side to side, top to bottom. Good job, Monkey, you remembered. That's great. Yep, woohoo! Yes, great job. Now, I need you to find a curved line. And this curved line has a name as well. It's Cavante curved line. Monkey, that's a great thought. Clara's circle has a curved line. It goes around. But remember, this needs to be a line all by itself. You ready? Yes, you found Cavante curved line. Kind of is arched like a rainbow. Did you notice that? I like this one. This one's good. This is a good line. Curved. Ooh, we go kind of curvy and around. Curvy and around. Yeah. Now, Monkey, today we're going to be doodling. And when we doodle, we're going to start at the top. And we're going to go through the middle all the way to the bottom. We're going to do all of those things over on this paper behind me. I have some paper behind me on the wall. Now, as we're doodling, you're going to need to have paper and utensil yourself. But I want to do this too. Please? Yes, you can. I'm going to sit you over on the desk, and you can make your own picture, okay? Okay, here we go. I'm going to set Monkey over here because he's really excited to do the top, the middle, and the bottom and use the lines that we talked about, which were horizontal, vertical, and curved. And we're going to use all of those lines today. Needed to grab my blue marker. And make sure you guys can see this. I have my fan going on in my room because it's kind of hot. Okay. And today we're going to be dividing our paper. We're going to, wait, did you get your paper? Do you have your paper and your utensil with you? Now when I create, I'm going to be holding my utensil at the bottom, like right here, the end, so I can grip it. Some of you, as you're learning, you might be holding your utensil like this. And when you get to be older, you're going to begin to learn to hold it with 3 fingers called the tripod. Very important. So here we go over here. You've got your paper. And I'll go slowly for some of you who are still looking for your paper. And I'm going to start at the top. And I'm going to draw a long line from top to bottom, which is, remember, a vertical line. And then, I'm going to turn my fan off. And then we're going to go from side to side, which was our horizontal line. And did you notice that I went through? I went over and through that other line. So we've got top, bottom, side to side. Also, we could say across. This line goes across the page. Now, over here in this top one, we're going to create a circle. And as we create a circle, we're going to start here and we're going to go around and stop. Let's do that in the air. Take our finger, around and stop. Let's do it again. Around and stop. So we've just drawn a circle, which, oh, Monkey is drawing. Oh, Monkey can't help me, but that's okay. Clara's circle. Clara's circle goes around and then she stops. Just like this, around and stop. And I'm excited because we're going to do that again, but we're going to do it smaller. We're going to do it inside the circle. And we're going to go around and stop. Around and stop again. And do you notice what we're creating? Maybe I need to move you a little bit closer so you can see. There we go. So we've got around and stop for our circles. And now we're going to be drawing another circle inside there. Around and stop. Around and stop. What do you think we created? Kind of looks like eyes. We created eyes. Well, I would like, with this curved line, so we've got a curved line, and then we're going to do a horizontal line across. That person has a mouth that just goes straight across. So maybe they're just feeling, And we want this person to have hair. So we're gonna start, you can do it 2 different ways. So you can go from here and go upward and draw your lines this way. Or you can start at the top and go down and stop at the top of the curved line. And his hair is sticking straight up. And I imagine that maybe his face is like that with wide eyes because maybe he saw something scary. Maybe he was in the dark and he saw something really scary, or he heard a sound and his eyes got large and his mouth went straight. Well, we're going to create another face this time with our curved line. So we're going to go, remember our circle? We're going to go around and stop. And we're going to do our two eyes again. Small, around and stop. Around and stop. And this time I wanted a nose. So I'm going to create another circle. And this time I wanted to use another curved line. But this time that curved line is going to be upside down. And I'm going to get this to show you. Did you see? Here's a curved line. Did you notice how it curved with the circle? Well, if I do it this way, could be an eyebrow. What if I turn it this way? It's a smile. It's the shape of a smile. So when I do that, I'm going to start on one side and I'm going to go down, curve down, and I'm going to go up just a little bit. And I wanted to put a circle inside and a small circle inside those larger circles. And I want to color it in and color it in. And this friend, I want to have curly hair. So this friend is going to go whoop, 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 whoop. And you might say, that's tricky. It's okay to use your finger first. We're going to start here and we're going to loop around and around and around. And friends, if you're finding any of this kind of tricky, that's okay, because as we're learning, sometimes things are tricky and they're more difficult than we want them to be, but we're just going to keep practicing. I will show you later some of the works that I got to create because I kept practicing. And I tell you, there were some times I just felt like, man, am I ever going to understand how to do this? Because this stuff is hard. Creating can be really hard when you're using different materials, especially when you're learning to draw or paint for the first time because you want it to look a certain way. So remember, it's okay to practice. It's okay to make mistakes because every single mistake that we make, it helps us to grow and to learn different ways of doing things. All right, so we went whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's okay to practice after we're done with this. You can practice for a long time. You can practice on different days these shapes that we've been doing. Okay, so first of all, we've got the one head, the second head. Now we're going to go over here into this rectangle shape. And we're going to start at the top. And the reason why we're not going to start in the middle is because this head, we're going to create a body that goes with it. So we're going to start up here in the middle, and we're going to make a smaller circle because we need to have enough room for his body or her body. So I left a lot of space down here below this circle. Now I want to give some eyes. This time I just want to go around in circles. I decided I wanted to create him a little differently, and I'm hoping you can see. And I wanted a nose, a small circle nose around and stop. So we've got 2 eyes, 1 nose, and this time I wanted to create a different type of mouth because I want this person to be smiling with their teeth. I want their teeth to show. So I'm going to go and make a big, not really a circle, it's more like an oval. So an oval is a longer circle. So I'm making an oval shape. And I'm going to wait for you guys to create your oval shape. Round and stop. And inside that shape, I'm going to be drawing lines. Remember how we drew our lines from top to bottom, which are our vertical lines? So we're going to go down, down, start at the top, go down, start at the top, go down. You see those bars? I'm going to move you a little closer again, so that way you guys can see really well what we're doing. Okay, because that's important to see what you're doing. So we've got the head. Now we're going to go in the middle over on the side, and we're going to go across and through all those vertical lines. So it looks like he's going like this. See, our teeth go down, 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 down. And if I put them together, there's a line that goes through from the top, separating the top teeth from the bottom teeth, just like in our picture. So you got your teeth. Remember, it's okay. It's okay to go slow. It's okay that you're practicing. Remember, you're going to keep practicing and you're going to get better. Might take longer than you want, but you're practicing. Now, we're going to go over to the side and we're going to create a curved line like this. So we're going to turn towards you and we're going to go in the air, a curved line. So we're going to start at the top and we're going to go around, and this time it's not a full circle, so we're going to stop, which is kind of like an arch shape. So we're going to start in the middle right here, and I'm going to go start at the top and go around and stop. Kind of like the letter C. The letter C has a curved line. Now I'm going to do it on the other side, and I'm going to go around and stop because my circle stopped me. So now my person has 2 eyes and 2 ears and 1 nose and 1 mouth. And we're going to go below that circle. And we're going to start here and we're going to go straight down. Now we're going to draw a horizontal line through our vertical line. So remember, that one starts on the side, and we're going to go over and through. So we went through that line. And he doesn't have any hands yet, because really what we're focusing on today is those things that 3-year-olds can do and 2-year-olds. So 2-year-olds can begin to learn how to do straight lines and go across, and 3-year-olds can do circles. And you might say, I already know how to do those things. I want you to practice, and I want you to do some things that you might go, what else could I do? Some people, as they're learning, they may make the hands with a circle like this, and they may make fingers like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's okay. That's a great person. And they might do the same with the foot. They might go and make a foot over here, and then over here. It's up to you. But right now, we're just learning what 2 and 3-year-olds are doing for the most part. There's some of these things that are a little bit more complex for older kids, so that way they can feel like they're a part of this too. And I'm just going to talk with your parents really quick. Now, you as a parent might think, wow, there's a lot for my child to learn. And good for you, because when it comes to children creating, they start right here. Children learn here. And then as they're creating or throwing a ball or things like that, then they move to this joint and they move. Then they get here and they move. And then here, and then their fingers. So if you got a 2-year-old, they might, a 1-year-old, they can hold things, but it's going to be a different way that they're learning to hold things than when they're older, because it's developmentally that they're not quite ready yet, unless you've got one that's ready, and that's good for you. But if not, that's okay too, because they're going to be learning how to do that. So like I said earlier, they might be gripping their utensil like this, and then we want them to learn to hold it with 3 fingers, which is the tripod, and down here at the bottom. And I also wanted to show that any time that you are having your child parallel to their surface, so they could be laying on the ground with a piece of paper, they could be at an easel up here, it helps promote a healthy way for them to be creating with their wrist. Now that we are done with your parents, thank you so much, parents or caregivers, we're going to do the last one. And this time we're going with a circle, around, and stop. And we've got the eyes and the eyes. I'm going to wait for you to catch up with me while I look at my paper. And I want a nose again. And this friend is really happy, so I'm going to go over to this side. And I'm going to go, whoop, really happy, really, really happy. And then again, I'm going to go underneath the circle, and I'm going to go straight down, and I'm going to create that vertical line. Then I'm going to go to the side, and I'm going to create that horizontal line. So we've got vertical and horizontal again, and curved line, curved line, curved line, curved line. There's so many curved lines in our creation today. Now this time I want to draw hands. So I'm going to make circles on the ends of my lines. I'm going to do fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want my person to have hair. And I'm going to be doing zigzag lines. So zigzags go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So we're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down at the top here. Now we're going to go over to the side. And it's okay, you guys, if it's tricky for you to draw a diagonal line. We haven't even really talked about a diagonal line. But for those of you who are ready, diagonal lines are there, and you can make some feet. So we've got four. 1, 2, 3, 4 creations that we created. And there's one more thing that I wanted to share. Now, for parents of younger ones who they don't have a lot of attention span, or maybe they're really frustrated, give them a piece of paper and then just start with lines. Doing lines straight down, and then have another piece of paper where you demonstrate for them. And you go from, that's our dog, from side to side. And then you may have ones that you've got that are going, they're doing their circles, and then you just can keep building and having them practice so that way they feel more confident. And also take those lines and talk with them about when you're going over the letters in their name. You can say, oh, hey, you know what? I noticed that you have a straight line in your name. And I noticed that for me, I would be able to say, I have these two in my name. And you can talk about the letter shapes and the lines and the letters as they're building and growing, because drawing and writing are things that go together, and really the children need to be able to see one thing to do another. So they've got to be able to see and play with lines, know what they do, know what they are, in order to create them. So you can say I've got a straight line and a curved line. Talk about those lines, help them feel as confident as possible. Sometimes they might get frustrated, sometimes you might get frustrated, but it's all a learning process. And if at the end you guys both feel like you've learned something new, it's been a great day. So thank you for doodling with Dottie. Next week, let me get my, maybe Monkey wants to help me. So Monkey, how are you doing, friend? How is your creation? Oh, Monkey, did you have a hard time? Well, you know what? Our friends are waiting over there. We should probably go over there and see what we're going to be doing. So how did it go? I'm frustrated. Did you? Well, just like I was telling them, you have an opportunity to practice. What things do you need to work on? I need to work on my circles. I was having such a hard time with the ears. Oh, you were? I just didn't know how to do them, and it just made me so frustrated. Well, we can practice together. Yes, we can. It'll be so fun. We'll practice together, and we'll have such a good time, and we'll get those curved lines going for you, just like your ears. Curve, curve. We'll have a good time. And next week, I'll whisper in your curved ear about what we're going to do, and then you can tell them, okay? Did I tickle you? I'm sorry. We're going to make robots. Yes, we're going to be drawing robots. So this week, you guys, it's really important that as much as you can, try those lines. Keep learning those lines and drawing straight lines that are up and down, side to side, those circles that you're going to be doing, because robots have straight lines, and you've got to be able to go across from one side to the other. And for those of you who are joining us next week, remember, if you're 2 or 3, it's okay. It's okay that you're still watching. And if you want to still do circles or just lines while we're doing it, it's good for you just to join us. We're so happy you joined us, right, Monkey? And we're going to sign off for next time, Doodling with Dottie. So glad you came. See you next time for robots. Bye.